it's
Oops, and it's dark here.
yeah,
We moved so that we could
come to a
maybe
better network.
better
Sorry, the
network,
network
so
died out. So yeah,
maybe we'll move. There's not enough light here. Should we go there?
yeah, sure.
Okay. So we are moving. Stay tuned as we move. Oh, better.
Yes,
This is
this is
better.
better.
Yep.
So yeah, guys. So we were talking about the things. So the second thing that what were you talking about? What was the second point that we were talking about?
The elements in the sort of space that you would
Yeah.
like to, the essence of the space really, as to what would you like, who and what would you like to invite into your life, and that's the sort of the space that you actually create contributes to as well.
Yeah.
So it could be about lighting, it could be about the texture, the fabrics, what kind of fabrics ooze joy for you? What kind of fabrics does your body like to sit on and feel and touch? Is it silks, or is it like get a sense of what is joyful for you in your body? Like what if you looked at what actually makes you joyful and happy in regards to your body, and then ask for ways for it to show up.
Yeah, totally. And in aspects of, like, we've already talked about what do you like and what are the common things that you like. The second thing we talked about was like the elegance,
The essence of the space, and yeah, so you were talking about the elegance of living. So that's that's the third one.
in terms of how you can add ease to your space. And the third, Ina is talking about, what are the kind of things that add joy to your life, like what are the fabrics, what are the finishes,
The
that
textures, the colors,
that you and your body likes. I mean,
the
what are
light, how much natural light do you
Yeah,
like coming
yeah.
into your space?
yeah,
And so what was we've done homes where we've created spaces that didn't have that were already existing spaces that didn't have that much natural light coming in, and thus just knocking down some walls and allowing light to come in,
Yeah.
and the house to ooze out is just changes the space and transforms it to a
exactly.
totally
It's
different.
amazing. I also had the same point in mind. I mean, it's amazing that you just mentioned that.
Pull it out of your head.
If you have a house where your windows are not if you have a space where you don't have too much natural light coming in. Natural light is a beautiful thing to have, and how you can connect it to nature, adding some plants, adding some trees, it's an amazing thing to just what it does to your house. So what we've done fearlessly, we've gone ahead and broken walls. And
I remember
yes,
the first house that we did together.
Yeah.
And the first time, I was really lucky to have Advish. So we actually designed every piece together. And whether I did it on my own or he did it on his own, but we actually got together to design stuff that both of us got like ahas on. Like we could totally do something, and if it wasn't working, we would look at, okay, how can we change this, or what requires to change this or look different that will work for everyone and work for both of us.
Yep.
And what if that was possible?
Yeah.
What if everything in your house, in your space, actually ignites that joy within you and joy in your space, and welcomes more of the life that you desire to create?
Yeah.
So what if trends and all, yes, they are awesome, and they're always gifting you these possibilities that might not have existed before, or like a totally new way of seeing things. Yet what works for you?
Yeah, trends are
will
always
ma-
timed, like trends that keep coming and going, but what your desires and what your body likes and all, though that also keeps changing, but you would overall have an understanding of what you really like.
Yeah, and so that's another thing. Like a lot of times that, oh, it should be done, like it started and now it should finish. But what if home like life is all ongoing, constant, continuous creation?
Yeah.
Where you're always creating it, and when you're not, where you didn't have to like look what else is
Yeah.
possible.
Sorry guys, the connection is a little weak here. So yeah, and you know, the last thing that that's pretty much high on everybody's priority list is the budget. So if you can kind of course you wouldn't have any idea how much budget is going to be like, right? And every project, it so happened that, even if it's for our own house, or even if it's clients and all that, so one thing is that really looking at how much you're looking at spending on a project. It's not really spending, because it's like investing on yourself, is more like
your
it
living.
in your living. But it's always nice for you to kind of know how much you would like to dedicate for a particular change or a particular this thing. So it can always be worked around that. And if there are any changes or any things that you'd like to add, of course, if you go to the toy shop and there are 5 things you thought that you'll buy, and there are then 15 things that you like, you'll go and pick them up. But yeah, I mean, it always gives you a starting point, and it might not look anything like that at the end of the day. But
yeah. And also, like, what if talking about investment? Yes, a lot of stuff you're spending on which might deteriorate over time. But what kind of things can you add to your space in your living that would be of intrinsic value? That will increase in value. What kind of furniture? What kind of antiques? What kind of artworks? What kind of things can you add to your life that will actually, in your spaces, that will actually contribute and grow in value and add to your life for now and as well as for the future? So that is something that we really are looking at ourselves as well for our living, as to, are we just using functional stuff, which is great to have that sort of ease, but also what really adds that elegance to us and what contributes to creating the life in the future that we desire. So what can you add to your thing that is actually an investment in the living that you that works for you? And also, like, it's really awesome to know the kind of stuff. So what if you went bizarre with your ideas, and what if you looked at what kind of space you would like, and then get a sense, allow yourself to actually choose all of that without pre-deciding a budget, and get an idea of what that would cost for you. So once you know what that costs for you, then you can either ask for it to show up, you can create it, you can generate it, maybe you can add more generative revenue streams to your life. What contribution can that be to you? But also, if you get that now is not the time to create all of it, you can at least choose it and start with what you can choose today. But what if a budget was, what if a costing or a quotation or a cost of a project or the value of it today is not only to limit you, but is to actually for you to choose it and become more aware of how much do you require to actually generate in life. And keep adding more, and keep and then see what can you choose today. I mean, even if you don't choose all of it, you can start somewhere.
And what if your budget is not about limitations, like Ina is saying, like it's not about, oh, I can only make this much, or oh no, I can't make this, or yeah, I can get everything. I mean, there are different situations for different people. But what if it was not about that, and it was about, okay, I'd like to have all the stuff that I'm looking at, and how can I get all of it, and how can I, like, kind of have all the things that I desire to have,
and what would that look like for you as well? It keeps changing.
So cool, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We are signing out for the day, and
thank you so much for
and hope this video